Yesterday was Mother's Day. I'm John Gross, and I had a Mother's Day I'll never forget. Ever! Went to church, and at church they gave the mothers that teach the day off. So I volunteered to teach a class. I didn't know how old the kids would be. I walked into a room, and the leader said, "John, go to your group." He said, "It's right there." So I sit down, look over, and the kids are 6 and 7 years old. They start the class, and the kid in front of me, he's not looking ahead, he's looking back at his buddies. And he just starts to play, starts to hit one of them, and then gets on his knees down on the floor, just crawling on the floor, trying to find anything. I look over, the kid next to me, who's 6 years old, has a paper airplane that he made. It's about that long, and it's like he pretends it's real. I mean, he says, "Oh, wow, look at this. Watch this." Throws it, then runs after it. The kid's still on the floor, going back and forth. And I look over, there's a girl over on the side. And she's literally on her chairs, on her knees, looking back at the girl next to her. She just smiles like she's so happy. But then they sing a song, and the kids knew every word. Then it gets over, and we go in to teach our own class that I had practiced for an hour or so, just remembering what to say to those kids 6 and 7 years old. And I had a guy with me, and we went in and started out, asked for a volunteer, and there was one girl in there that raised her hand before I got the word volunteer out every time. I mean, I asked for volunteers about 20 times. Every time her hand went up. Oh, man, I remember they got a little bit loud. So I stood up and said, "Imagine we're at a football game. Time out, time out, time out. Be quiet." Oh, that was so much fun. You know, we got through the lesson and tried to teach it the way we should. And then I remember looking at my iPhone, and we still had 25 minutes left. And there was a kid over in the corner. He says, "I got to go to the bathroom." And the other guy says, "Can you hold it?" The kid waited a couple more minutes. I still have to go to the bathroom. And the other instructor said, "Well, okay, don't be long." And the kid next to me says, "I'm thirsty." And then somebody else says, "I've got to go to the bathroom." And then somebody else, he says, "All right, time out. Everybody take a break. Go ahead. 5-minute break." Came back, and I just tried to realize, come on now. They're 6 and 7 years old. There's no need to go like this. They've had this done all the time. Especially that one kid that had acted up. And during the meeting, he said, somebody accused him. He says, "I didn't do that. No, I didn't." Screaming back at him. So I took special attention for that young man. I remember telling him, "I like you." And I told all the kids, and the other guy too, "Hey, how'd we get only the smart kids and the pretty kids?" Well, we did. Near the end, I remember standing up. I wish I would have done it at the beginning. I said, "All right, we're going to play a game." And everybody's quiet, and they all look at me. And I say, "All right, the game is this. I want you to be quiet for 5 seconds. Can't hear anything. 1, 2, not a mumble, not a word. 5. All right, everybody clap. Yay. Oh, man, that was fun. It wasn't something I had to do, I got to do. And I remember when the class was over, the bell rang, and usually kids just run out. No, there were several that stayed because they wanted to give this gray-haired man a high five. They came up, and a couple of them, I said, "That's all you got? Come on, hit my hand." And then the kid, the so-called troublemaker, came up, and he was winding up to try to hurt my hand. So I went like this. "Oh, come on, you're better than that. You're better than you think you are. Come on, buddy." And he hit my hand, and I told all the kids, I said, "If you ever see me in church, and I'm walking down the hall, give me a high five. Good luck to every one of you." Ah, man, that was fun. I hope I get to do it again. Hope you had a good Mother's Day. And thanks for watching. I'm John Gross.